An investigation of insects as biological indicators of human impact at Sungei Pandan forest. You may be wondering how we came up with this project. Well, allow me to tell and show you a huge part of my childhood. I lived in this area even before the construction of our school SST. Ever since SST moved into the area, I noticed that one of my favorite insects has gone missing, the fireflies. I used to visit the forest with my grandfather to observe the fireflies. The place started becoming prettier and more beautiful as dusk approached. Slowly, I began to notice that the fireflies began to diminish in numbers. Soon, there were no more. So when I heard that we had to do an investigation on any project we desired, I immediately picked environmental science.
So from this basic idea of establishing a connection with both insects and the environment, we slowly expanded our scope of research and started to reduce our focus to our school's neighboring area and Nikhil's childhood place of interest. We then made two assumptions that if the area of pollution is high, the amount of insects will go down. The second assumption we made was that the area right next to the main road is highly polluted from human activity, such as roads or any urban structures, and that areas that do not have such will be less polluted. With these two assumptions, we developed our project to a higher stage. We wanted to see whether insects can be used as biological indicators. Put simply, it is to measure or even monitor how healthy the environment is.
So with the aim of the project set, we are ready to start experimenting. To test whether insects can be used as biological indicators, we need to use two areas, one very polluted and one that has a low pollution level. Then, we need to use a trap to catch insects. We use 3 different types of bait, which are banana, ethanol, and sugar, thus adding up to 6 traps to make per experiment that we run. Secondly, we selected a trap that is fit for this environment and not too expensive to make. From the huge selection of traps, we narrowed down to a combination of a pitfall trap and a killing jar trap. Daniel will show you how to make it.
The bottle with the inverted top section is the part of the trap where the insects will be caught at. The satay sticks are used to support the covering above the trap. The cone will be the top part of the trap. The plastic wrap is to cover the trap when it is raining so that the bait will not get diluted. The bait will be placed at the bottom of the plastic bottle. Now we are ready to start experimenting. As you can see, the main road is very close or very near. We will put these traps beside this tree so that insects can crawl in more easily. For the second area, we must be extra careful here.
From the data collected from experimenting, we can confirm that insects can be used as biological indicators. Our investigation of the class Insecta to be used as biological indicators can revolutionize a part of the Insect Biodiversity Index, for short IBDI. The current methods and procedures in analyzing the different species, richness, and diversity in different locations are not only simple, easy, and can be carried out under a modest budget. To prove a point, I shall explain in further detail. It only requires approximately 3 days to carry out this experiment. It also does not take very long to make each trap, and this process can be easily enhanced by the use of the machines. But finally, it costs virtually nothing for these tests, as recycled household materials are being used in order to construct the required equipment for the use of biological indicators. This addition to the IBDI can be implemented in Singapore to compare different communities that can help us identify each different morphotype of insects, and in that can also help us interact and understand the complex environment in order to repair what we have done to our intricate biosphere, like the recent issue of biophysical environmental degradation, and if successful, can spread internationally and be improved, perfected, and standardized. For example, it can be used on the Green Corridor in Singapore in order to further analyze the environment there and the different relationships formed between human and insects.
Special thanks to Miss Evelyn Teo and Mr. Tan Ho Tang for guiding us throughout the project, and designs.com for the insect pictures.